Okay, got it.
All right, what's your earliest memory of Grandpa?
Boy, that's a tough one. Boy, probably little kid playing baseball. You know, I can always remember Sunday mornings. Dad would always hit me and Craig fly balls and ground balls and stuff like that. From the moment we were, 5, 6 years old. He was always, one of those, it's Sunday, it's time to play.
What was your favorite memory of him?
Boy, there's so many. Probably, I look fondly, we complained about the times, but, working hay with Dad. Craig and I in the haystack and Dad singing, all of his corny songs. That's probably one of my favorite memories of Dad.
Do you remember what songs he would sing?
He'd sing songs from Sound of Music. He'd sing a lot of religious, a lot of church music. God, I wish I could remember some of them. Yeah. No specific ones besides some of the Sound of Music ones.
What was your worst memory of Grandpa?
Probably when he died.
What was it like working with him?
It was great. Dad, nobody worked harder than Dad, but he always had time for a laugh, We always had a good time. We worked hard. Always had time especially for me and Craig towards the end. If we had to go to a sporting event or whatever, but working with him, because he'd always want to teach you when we're working too. It wasn't just go to work. It was showing you how to fix a fence correctly or how to drive the tractor right, stuff like that. He's a really good teacher.
What values do you think he tried to instill in you kids?
Oh God, family. I can remember, back to good memories, it seemed like every other weekend we'd go to either mom's side or dad's side and go play with the cousins and go on that long Sunday road trip and, just go sit and play cards and talk. And, the way he was with his brothers and sisters, I think has brought us together closer too. Seeing how he was.
Do you guys take any big vacations as a family?
They took one, all the kids except for me, when I was a little baby. I missed out on that one. But we went, Craig could probably remember this one pretty good. I can remember going fishing with him one time. Craig and Chris and Nick and Dad. We went fishing for a day. I don't know if we caught anything. But then I went to Colorado once with Craig and Mom and Dad, and then just myself when I was in college. I went with both of them. But no, this was just a lot of little trips. Like I said, we'd go see Andersons, or we'd go see Jensen's, or we'd go see Bodie's, stuff like that.
Hey kiddo, you wanna go downstairs? Hey, Graceland, you wanna go downstairs and say hi to Mommy and Daddy for me?
Graceland, the leash wants you. Come play with the leash. She's looking for you.
We're trying to do important family stuff here. How do you discipline the kids?
Boy, that's a tough one. Basically, the same way, just disappointment has always worked well. That was with Dad. Dad was always disappointed. He never really got mad. He'd just be disappointed. And I still think you basically tell him, you did wrong. Don't do it again. Kind of the way he disciplined us.
Hey, Phil, do you think you could coax her downstairs somehow? Tell me a little bit about his character, his mannerisms, who he was as a person.
Dad was the most friendly, outgoing person. I mean, he would stop all the time to talk to somebody. He would basketball games or driving to town, or we'd be driving the tractor from one farm place to the other, and he'd stop and he'd have to go talk to somebody. Extremely friendly. Everybody knew. All my friends loved my dad, and I was very proud of that.
Tell me some funny stories you remember about him.
Well, these are some of the tough ones. I can remember when we had to tear down the hog shed. Craig would remember this one too. I'm scared of heights. Craig's scared of heights, and we'd be just clinging on to the rails, just for dear life. And Dad would just be walking like there's no big deal, no big deal. And then finally he slipped and fell, and he caught himself, and Craig and I just busted a gut watching him. Dad didn't get hurt, nothing bad, but just like that, because he was just one of those extremely confident men. I think some other good dad stories. You have to get Craig with some of the coaching baseball too, dealing with those young kids. Once again, that's kind of the guy he was. Who else would take his time out to coach, 60-some-year-old man coaching a bunch of 17, 18-year-old kids playing baseball. That was always funny just watching that. Trying to discipline those boys.
Any other stories?
No, not right now.
Okay. If you had one more day to spend with them, what would you do?
That's a good one. Play catch. Something simple like that.
Okay, that's all I got. Thanks, Joe.
You bet.